January the 6th, the Leona and Ron Williams show, and they're bringing a guest along with them that I'm not going to tell you about. That's going to be a surprise, and you are going to enjoy it. But anyway, tell all your friends and neighbors, and don't forget, the one that brings the most people with them to the Leona Williams show, we will be announcing it at halftime, will win. We will be giving you a $100 cash gift for the one that brings the most people that night to the Leona Williams. You better get to work, because Judge Kobe Peel's done got 10 of them, so you better get busy. But I want to go ahead and tell y'all that we do tonight. I want to encourage you to go ahead. We have some advance tickets tonight. We will be selling them tonight and next Friday night. And but the advance tickets are $12.50, and at the door it's going to be $15. So if you want to go ahead and get your advance tickets, you should sure go ahead and do that. And kind of put it in the back of your mind, in February too, around the 25th, I think is last Saturday in February. It'll start somewhere around 12 o'clock and go until probably 10 or 9 or 10 o'clock or so at night. Will be our steel guitar show. There'll be a pile of steel guitars up here, and you will love that. And keep that in mind, but that's going to be the latter part of February. But right now, we want you to be sure and tell all your friends and neighbors and bring everybody you can, because you might be the one that walks away with $100 cash that night. Teresa, are you listening? Okay. But anyway, I'm not going to say any more, face any more. How y'all, Diane? I better say hello to you. And my buddy, he's sitting back there, and my Canadian friends are back there. And hey, I'm opening a can of worms here, aren't I? There's my girlfriend, and there's her brother, and well, they're all my friends. There's my brother; he's always here. I thought I saw Dallas somewhere a while ago. There he is back there, and first come, first serve. First come, first serve for the Leona Williams show. Seriously, folks, you will not want to miss that show. That lady is phenomenal, and she won the Entertainer of the Year award in, when was it, in 2011 at the ROPE awards, whatever. I can't remember exactly what it says, but there's some flyers out there on the table. Now, if you'd like to pick up some of those flyers and go to your favorite grocery store where you buy gas at, wherever, and tell them you would like to put up one of those flyers, and say, if you don't let me put it up, I will not buy anything else from you. That'll encourage them, won't it, buddy? There you go. Anyway, thank every one of y'all for coming. Appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I thank you in for a great show tonight. These boys, I'm going to tell you what, if you'll holler out, they like to be hollered at. When they're up here playing, they got 1,000 watts of energy back there they want to use up. So holler at them real loud and let them know that you want to hear some good music right here at Gilley's tonight. We're going to start it off with Mr. Danny Howell. Would you show him how you enjoy having him here tonight?
I think so. First thing I remember knowing, a lonesome whistle blowing, and a youngin's dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound. No one to steer me right, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child, family meek and mild. My mama seemed to know what laid in store. In spite of all my Sunday learning, that I kept on turning till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. I've turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one to steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. Her bleeding I denied. That leaves only me to blame, for Mama tried. Your old daddy, rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load. Tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hours without rest. Wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I've turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one to steer me right, but Mama tried. Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better. Her bleeding I denied. That leaves only me to blame, for Mama tried. That leaves only me to blame, for Mama tried. Thank you, Mama tried. The warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. And I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar playing friend do my request. Let him sing me back home to the songs I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive. Take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning, a choir from off the streets came in to sing a few old gospel songs. And I heard him tell the singers, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? Let 'em sing me back home to the songs I used to hear. Make my old memories come alive and take me away and turn back the years. Sing me back before I die. Sing me back home before I die. Thank you. Appreciate it. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. He's hungry every minute of the day. Roly-poly, gnawing on a biscuit. As long as he can eat it, it's okay. He can eat an apple pie and never ever bat an eye. He likes everything from soup to hay. Roly-poly, gnawing on a biscuit. As long as he can eat it, it's okay. Wayne Martin. Jimmy Powell. Mr. Watson. Roly-poly eats a hearty breakfast, bread and jelly 20 times a day. Roly-poly eats a hefty dinner. It takes a lot for him to run and play. Pussy squeezing, pussy filling, pussy squeezing all the store. He works up an appetite that way. Roly-poly, daddy's little fatty. I know he's gonna be a man someday. Yeah, I know he's gonna be a man someday. Roly-poly. Thank you, appreciate it.
How about a hand for Danny Howell? Good job, Danny. I tell you what, that's an appropriate song for these Christmas holidays, isn't it? All those cookies and cakes and candy and all that, we're all going to be roly-poly if we don't watch out. All right, we got a fella that we're going to bring him up now. He hadn't eaten so much that he can't still sing you a good old country ballad, and that's what he's really good at. Mr. Oline Casey, y'all make him welcome.
Fighting the battle of time. There is one who is weathered like sorrow. It's that silver-haired daddy of mine. If I could recall all the heartache your old daddy I've caused you to bear. If I could erase the line from your face and bring back the gold to your hair, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, I'd give all I own if I could but atone that it's too late, dear old daddy, to recall all your heartaches and cares. There is one who is waiting up in heaven, who will comfort and solace you there. If God would but grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, oh, I'd give all I own if I could go back home to that silver-haired daddy of mine. But I know that it's too late, dear old daddy, to recall all your heartaches and cares. But there is one who is waiting up in heaven, who will comfort and solace you there. Yes, he'll comfort and solace you there. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Olene Casey. We'll have Olene back a little later on. Charles reminded all of you, we sure want y'all to come out and see our Leona Williams and Ron Williams show. Y'all be sure to be here on January the 6th. You don't want to miss it. And bring a whole pile of people with you. This next fella we're going to bring out here, in case you hadn't been here before, we call him the Wild Man. Yeah, you. Bring him on out here, let him get set up, and we'll turn him loose. He's a good songwriter and a good entertainer, and we always never know exactly what to expect out of him, so it's always fun for all of us. Make him welcome, Mr. Ricky Whitley.
Thank y'all. Can I move this over a little bit to the left there? That thing's heavy right there. All righty. What we doing at Gilley's place? Here's the original thing here. It tells about the Gilley's place down here. Let's see. Well, it all started off with Charles and Edale. They had an idea that they thought would sell. Everybody's looking for a place to go. How about a country theater music show? Charles Scott said, well, that's for certain. I play the harp, help pull the curtain. Gilley's place, Gilley's place. Let's all go down to Gilley's place. Down in Vernon, Florida, Highway 79. Fridays night, 7 is the time. Tell you about the band. How about Buster Watson on the electric guitar? Well, Dirk's on the drums, Jay's on the bass, Ricky Haddock's on the rhythm, and he's setting the pace. Wayne's on the fiddle, Jimmy's on the steel, playing country music just the way they feel. Last but not least, what every band needs, little Jimmy Williams picking on the keys. Gilley's place, Gilley's place, let's all go down to Gilley's place. Down in Vernon, Florida, Highway 79, Fridays night, 7 is the time. Gilley's place, Gilley's place. Let's all go down to Gilley's place. It's just like Branson, but not as far. You don't need a plane, just jump in your car. Well, Gilley's place, Gilley's place. Let's all go down to Gilley's place. Down in Vernon, Florida, Highway 79. Fridays night, 7 is the time. Fridays night, 7 is the time. One more time. Fridays night, 7 is the time. Thank you, folks. Darling, you send me. Darling, you send me. I know that you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. Whoa, 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 you thrill me. Darling, you thrill me. Darling, you thrill me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. At first I thought it was infatuation. Oh, it's lasted for so long, and now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home. Darling, you send me. Darling, you send me. I know that you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. Come on now. Woo, that sounds good, don't it? At first, I thought it was infatuation, but oh, it's lasted for so long, and now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home. Darling, you send me. Darling, you send me. I know that you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. Thank you, folks. Here's the city lights for you. A bright array of city lights as far as I can see. A great white wave shines through the night for lonely guys like me. Those cabarets and honky-tonks, their flashing signs invite a broken heart to lose itself among those city lights that say forget her name in a glass of sherry wine. Lights that look for other girls for lonely hearts like mine. They paint a pretty picture of a world that's gay and bright, but they're just a mask for loneliness behind those city lights. The world was dark and God made stars to brighten up the night. But God that made the stars above, I don't believe He made those lights. It's just a place for men to cry when things don't turn out right. A place to run away and hide behind those city lights. Lights that, oh, they'll love you in a different atmosphere. Lights that lure nothing but a masquerade for tears. They paint a pretty picture, but my arms can't hold them tight. It is hard to say I love you through a glow of city light. Yes, it's hard to say I love you to a glow of city light. That does it for me. Thank you. I love you. Back to Wayne, our lovely announcer.
About a half for Ricky Whitley. Good old Bill Anderson song. Bill Anderson wrote that when he was 19 years old, and that started his career as a songwriter. Where is Faith at tonight? Faith's here with us right down front here. Happy birthday. We understand it's your birthday tonight. Is that right? How old are you? 8 years old. How about that? 8 big uns. Well, I tell you what, we'll do this next song just for you. How about that? We're going to let all these boys show off a little bit and play a pretty instrumental tune just for this time of the year and just for you. It's called White Christmas. You ready? All right, turn them loose. Cottonwood Flash from Cottonwood, Alabama, Buster Watson. Springs, Florida, Mr. Jimmy Williams. You know, the biggest fella up here's got the smallest instrument. Charles Scott, make him welcome.
That's Mr. Wayne Martin. Why don't you give it up for him?
And while y'all at it back there, our rhythm section on the drums, Mr. Dirk Shores. And on the bass, Mr. J. Newsom. And I believe that we're gonna save him for later. All right, we're gonna bring a fellow out now that we're gonna let him come on out and get set up, and we want to welcome him here because I think this is his first time playing here at Gilley's place. He's played around this area for many years, and fine guitar player and a good singer, and we're gonna let him show off a little bit tonight, and we're glad to have him sitting in with us and getting his guitar fixed, getting the music stand fixed. Might have to get his eyes fixed next so he can see it. All right, come on up here. He's a working just as hard as he can go. Look at that. Ain't he doing a good job so far? All right, I think he's ready. Mr. What'd you say your name was? Jerry Goodson.
Thank you, Wayne. I'm going to do an old one called Take Me As I Am. Why must you always try to make me over? Take me as I am, or let me go. White lilies never grow in fields of clover. Take me as I am, or let me go. You're trying to reshape me in a mold of, in the image of someone you used to know. Oh, but I won't be a stand-in for an old love. Take me as I am, or let me go. Ever since you met me, just take me as I am, or let me go. If you can't overlook my faults, forget me. Take me as I am, or let me go. You're trying to reshape me in a mold of, in the image of someone you used to know. Oh, but I won't be a stand-in for an old love. Just take me as I am, or let me go. Darling, take me as I am, or let me go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, we're going to try something new here. At least it's new to us. How many of you remember the Dukes of Hazzard, TV show back a long time ago? And a guy that played the role of Bo Duke, I think, his name's John Snyder. It was a pretty fair show. I used to watch it. But one thing about it, old John could sing. I didn't know that till I heard it a while back. But he had out some real nice songs. And this is one of them. It's called What's a Memory Like You? You know you shouldn't be here. What am I supposed to do? Don't you know I found a new love? And I'm trying to be true. Didn't you say we were over? Why do you keep hanging on? You're no longer welcome. Can't you just leave us alone? What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this. She thinks we're all through, but that's not the way it is. When I hold her in my arms, it's your lips I still kiss. What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this. Don't you know it would hurt her to find you here with me? Why make me remember the way we used to be? Can't you see that she can love me the way you never could? And I really want to love her. Ain't it time you left for good? What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this. She thinks we're all through, but that's not the way it is. when I hold her in my arms. It's your lips I still kiss. What's a memory like you doing in a love like this? What's a memory like you doing in a love like this? Thank you very much.
How about to get a big hand for Jerry, his first time here at Gilley's.
Good job, man.
All right, we got a fellow over here that's been playing rhythm, and before we go to our intermission here and let you go up there and just buy up everything they got up there at the concession stand, we hope you'll buy it all. Because we got to clean it out, see, before next show. So we want you all to enjoy yourself up there, but before then, we're going to get Ricky Haddock to come up here and do you a couple of good tunes.
I hear people talking bad about the way they have to live here in this country, harping on the wars we fight, griping about the way things ought to be. Well, I don't mind them switching sides and standing up for things that they believe in. When they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me. Yes, they're walking on the fighting side of me, running down the way of life our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it, let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down our country, man, you're walking on the fighting side of me. Well, I read about some squirrely guy who claims that he just don't believe in fighting. I wonder just how long the rest of us can count on being free. Well, they love our milk and honey, but they preach about some other way of living. When you're running down our country, man, you're walking on the fighting side of me. Yes, you're walking on the fighting side of me, running down the way of life our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it, let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down our country, man, you're walking on the fighting side of me. When you're running down our country, man, you're walking on the fighting side of me. They trying to move in on us, but we're going to have to hold our ground. Keep the faith up. The news is out all over town that you've been seen out running round. I know that I should leave up there. I just can't go sorry for your victim now, 'cause soon his head, like mine, will bow. He'll give his heart, but all in vain. He loves you still, you win again. You have no heart, you have no shame. You take true love and give the blame. Just trusting you was my great sin. I just can't go, you win again. I just can't go, you win again.
Well, we appreciate all of you